Hello, Facebook fam. It is me and Surrey, who's on the camera. Cooking with the Streeters is back for segment 2, dinner time. Tonight we're doing a cabbage saute or stir fry with lots of fresh veggies. I apologize that we're late. We had a little person right over there who was hungry and wanted her dinner first. But we're doing a cabbage stir fry with some fresh baked tilapia. So the ingredients that you need for your stir fry are now you don't have to use sausage, I just like it in mine, but I have some all natural andouille sausage. Here's what the casing looks like. It's Cajun style, all natural, no nitrates, gluten free, all of that good stuff, so it's actually good for you. You'll need, this is what I use some red potatoes, cauliflower, a little broccoli, carrots, an orange, red, and yellow bell pepper, onions, garlic, chicken broth, some Worcestershire sauce, and you'll need some olive oil. And then we have our seasonings here that I'm going to make a little bit of a seasoning mix with for you. We're going to start off with some salt, about a teaspoon. I'm not measuring any of this, so about a teaspoon of salt. If you like it spicy, go ahead and add you some crushed red pepper flake. That's about 1/8 of a teaspoon. I like mine spicy. And then I'm going to add in some dried basil. A good little helping of that. Some oregano. And again, I'm not measuring this. This is only for taste. And then we're going to do some garlic powder. Some onion powder. And black pepper. Alright, so just gonna give that a quick little mix and just give that a little bit of mix. Now this is completely optional, but I have what's called some saffron. This doesn't take a lot, like this will add so much flavor to that dish, so I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of that in there. It's pricey, but it's not pricey because a little bit goes a long way. One of these little containers costs about $8, but I've had that one for about 2 months, and it has a very long shelf life. So I'm going to stir our seasoning mix together. I have my pan preheating over medium-high heat. Oh, pardon me. Medium-high heat. I'm going to go ahead and add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil to get everything going. And I'm going to start off with my onion in the pan. You definitely want to hear a sizzle. You don't want to put it in a cold pan because your veggies will be soggy instead of crispy. You don't want, I don't like mine to be soggy when I do this. I like for them to still have a little bit of a crunch to them. So I'm going to go ahead and add in, stay in the pan. I'm going to go ahead and add in my onion. I'm going to turn my heat up just a little bit. And we're just going to cook these. And I've already pre-sliced everything just to kind of save time because I'm already a little bit late due to the minion over there. So I'm just going to give that a good shake. And I've turned it up to about medium-high to high heat. But that's totally up to you on what you cook it on and how tender you want your veggies. So I'm just going to let that go. And I'm going to go ahead and add my garlic. I like garlic in this house. We love garlic. So I have about a tablespoon of minced garlic going in here. I cook with a lot of spices, so I don't have to cook with a lot of salt. And sometimes, well, most times, you don't miss the salt if you cook with a lot of spices. So we're going to let that go for just a few minutes, and I'll be right back. No pause. Hold, please. I'm back. I had to go grab some sugar. So now I'm just going to go ahead and add in my peppers and my carrots because they take the longest time to cook. Yes, that was regular extra virgin olive oil, was that Brenda Walker? Yeah, that was regular extra virgin olive oil, Miss Walker, that I used in there. And I'm going to go ahead and add in my peppers and my carrots. And again, you can use any vegetables that you want in this. I'm using the ones that I like the best. So I'm just gonna let this go. And I like to season by layers, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of my seasoning mix to this. I'm just gonna cook that down until the onions are just a little bit translucent, so about maybe 2 or 3 more minutes. Now all of these ingredients will be listed on the video after it's done and posted. So if you have any questions, just ask them below and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Now the fish is not going to be on camera, but we're just simply seasoning that with some of this same seasoning mix here that I'm using on this. We're just going to sprinkle a little bit on the fish, put it in a 375-degree oven until it flakes. It's fresh tilapia that's what we always get. That's what Surrey eats. And that's basically that. So you can add any type of fresh vegetable, zucchini, squash, whatever you want to use. These are just the person that's calling me at this hour of the evening. I don't know who it was, but the next thing we're gonna do, just kidding, if you called and you're watching, you're not rude. I'm gonna go ahead and add my potatoes, my cauliflower, and my broccoli. The sausage is already cooked, so you really don't want to put that in there until you get the vegetables cooked down, because you're just basically heating that back through. So, gonna get that cooked down. It smells really, really good, guys. This is one of my favorite cabbage dishes, because sometimes cabbage can be plain, just the old-fashioned way. No offense to the old-fashioned way, because I like it that way too, but sometimes you want to be different and you want to be healthy. So I'm putting as many vegetables as I can in there to make it healthy and tasty. So just gonna let this cook, let everything just kind of marry together. So it's not so much as a stir fry, because I'm going to add a little bit of chicken broth and steam the cabbage, but the initial, it still has a little bit of a crunch to it in the end. So I would just say some pan vegetables if you want to be technical with it. Still haven't come up with a name with it, but name for it. But thanks everyone for tuning in and wanting to know more about how I cook and what I cook. Don't put that on me right now because I look like Sealy. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my sausage. I use 2 of the sausages. You can use as many or as little, or take it out. Alicia, I told you you can just take it out and still not sacrifice the flavor. I'm just not, I'm taking some to work tomorrow, so I just want a little bit of protein in mine. So now we're just going to let everything come up. I'm going to go ahead and kick that heat up to high. Let everything cook together. And I will actually be back once everything is cooked down the way it's supposed to be. So we'll put up another live feed part 2 in just a few minutes.